What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. My name is Kevin, and you're watching the Monday Weekly Market Watch. We do these every Monday and Friday, and we go over Lorcana news, card prices, and meta trends. My Lorcana Goons, we need to start off this episode by saying congratulations to Domingo Martinez Rodenas for getting first place at the Disney Lorcana European Continental Championship Tournament. He is the first Continental Champion for Disney Lorcana. We have the North American Championship coming up very soon, but this dude here was able to make it all the way to the finals and finish a best of 5 match series with Ruby Amethyst. Huge shout out to Domingo for getting first place, our European Continental Champion. Make sure you go watch the VODs for that match. Epic games were played there. But huge shout out to Ravensburger, Team Lorcana, everyone who was casting, all the players. It was an awesome weekend to watch some content. I was trying to keep up with it on my phone while I was working and doing all these other things. And we had some other news announcements that were made for this event, like the new set coming out, the Axia's Island, Axiu's Island. But this set comes with Bolt. That's what I care about. Don't really care about how to pronounce the set. I just care that we get Bolt in Lorcana. Check this out. This is awesome. And people are speculating that this might be the beginning of dual colors in Lorcana because he has like an amber looking collar but a steel arm, right? Let me know what you guys think about Bolt. We also got another set coming out after that's going to be called Reign of Jafar. This is going to be released during Q2 of 2025, which is next year. So we have our set 6 and our set 7 previews all ready for the upcoming Lorcana series. Super hyped for this. So this is the confirmation that now that we've defeated Ursula, we're gonna have to be facing against Jafar as the villain in this next core set series. And they also announced the upcoming sleeves and mats that you can get, which is really cool. So more news for you in the next set. We're going to be getting a Big Hero 6 mat. This is the We Could Be Immortals art from the actual card. And I think this is going to make an awesome mat. This is going to be my next mat that I use here for stream videos and whatnot. Also a Tigger Pirate mat with Ursula, Deceiver of All sleeves. And, Enchanted Cinderella Ballroom Sensation sleeves. Actually, I just realized, yeah, both of these are the Enchanted version of those sleeves. I love to see that. That's going to be really cool. However, I just have an issue with Lorcana sleeves, bro. Anybody who's watching this who works for Ravensburger or Lorcana, or if you guys could spread this clip around, please make the sleeves better quality. Make them playable, like make them usable, because these sleeves, if you don't use outer sleeves, they're gone after one use. And we had the announcement of a new product coming out very soon. This is a special edition Trove box, basically, coming in March 2025, that not only includes this cool new Lilo Escape Artist promo that features Lilo. It looks like she's running away or something, or sneaking away with the help of Stitch right there. They had the bed sheets tied up, but it's a full. It looks like a full art promo. It's not really a full art promo. It just kind of has like a gold border from what it looks like, but it's an alternate art promo, which is really cool. And it also comes with some packs. And if you go on their website, they already have a site ready for Arkazi's Island, as well as a new Jafar set coming out. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have some Illumineers here. And check this out. Like we were talking about possible dual colors. This man's here has a gauntlet that has ruby and sapphire in it. It looks like her sapphire has amethyst and steel in it, and this instrument looking like it has the power of emerald and amber. I love to see that. That's just speculation, though. I think we might get dual colors in the next set alongside Bolt. What do you guys think? Real quick, I also want to point out, I'm not entirely sure if this is confirmed, but the packs that they're showcasing in this special edition little box are sets 2 through 6. Not any first chapter packs. It is from, at least from what I can tell. Unless it could be first chapter, they're just not advertised that way. But from this picture, it doesn't look like it. But let me know what you guys think. Real quick, I want to talk about this post that I saw on the Facebook groups for Lorcana. If you've never seen these before, I don't want to say look out for these little packs that you might find like at a Walmart or Target. They're basically like pre-made Lorcana packs, but they're made by like third-party sellers. They're not official like Ravensburg or anything like that. You might have seen these at like a Target, a Walmart, maybe a Walgreens or something, and they usually kind of have, it looks like an off-brand like packaging, and it kind of says something like, you'll get like 7 cards and 1 guaranteed foil. And there's just no hits. There's 0 hits in these. And I just wanted to warn people that if you guys didn't know, don't buy these. There's probably not going to be anything in here other than a bulk from sets that people open that they just couldn't figure out how to get rid of, right? And your last tidbit of news today is that if you were at the PAX event this weekend, you were able to buy an Ursula's Return Illumineers Quest, which is that like 40, that's like $30, $40 gift set kind of thing where you and other people can play against Ursula. If you bought one of those, you could have paid a retail price of $60, and it included this pack of sleeves. This is an exclusive, what they say, seems like exclusive Ursula style sleeves inspired by the Illumineers Quest. And yeah, so if you were at the PAX event, you were able to get this with your purchase. But if you're a competitor at the European Continental Championship, you received this invited to the ball enchanted rare full art promo, which is foil. And there's only one listing on eBay right now, and it sells for 3,000. But we will check. There was a one sold on 130 point for $300. But we'll check that out in a sec. But I did just want to mention this. You're going to start seeing some of these wonderful championship promo cards on the marketplace very soon. We're also seeing listings for the new non-foil Cusco promo. This is the Temperamental Emperor Cusco promo, but remember guys, these were only available at the European Continental Championship, so you might have to pay an extra bit of a premium to get them now, because if you're ordering them from like North America or something, because they're gonna have to be shipped, overseas. But right now there's a bunch of listings for around 90 to 80 to $70 is what it's looking like for the Cusco promos. We're seeing listings for the Baymax non-foil promos that are around $100+ and $100, and even some people have a combination of different promo things that you received at the event for different prices. So if you want to get a bundle, there's a lot of eBay sellers right now that have these. For some recent sales data, though, we have a Cusco promo that sold for 68 GBP, and then another Baymax promo that sold for 78 GBP. And yeah, there's a bunch of people buying these this bundle right here that came with the badges that you receive, which are also have pictures of Baymax on them. It came with the Cinderella pin and whatnot. And this sold for 250 euros. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to get some cool stuff at the Continental Championships, because these are going to be given to us as well in North America. And our North America Continental event is going to be in January. We have another sale right here, 95 USD for this Cusco Temperamental Emperor right there. The Baymaxes are selling for more than $100. We have $115 right here for this Baymax non-foil promo. I love this, by the way. I'm super excited to play the main event, and then I'm super excited to also acquire some of these non-foils. And my dream is to get the foil, and beyond. The dream is to be a Lorcana Continental Champion. But yeah, these are the things you can get at the event, which is really cool. And here's this invited to the ball promo that we were talking about. It's a foil. It says enchanted promo selling for $250. Somebody actually bought it. It says ships December 8th. $250 I think is super cheap though, because yeah, you can only get this if you basically get your invite to Continentals. Even if you're just going with a spectator or like an attendee badge, you still get some goodies like this spectator badge that has the invited to the ball. And then look at this new Mickey Mouse promo. This is really cool. They announced it at D23. If you guys have ever been to Disneyland, then you know that you can get a little book and you can have the characters from Disneyland sign your booklet. I used to do this as a kid, right? And recently, in my time of going to Disneyland, like last year, I've been taking Lorcana cards to get signed by the characters. And I wasn't the only one, because it became such a thing that the creators decided to make this a Mickey Mouse promo and future promos that have this little pen area, this like signage area, so that you can get it signed by the real Mickey Mouse at the theme park. And I think that's awesome. Super excited to get this when Continentals hits the North American hemisphere this January, coming up already. Wow. Now it's time to talk about some meta cards, because like I just finished saying, we had the Continentals Championship just happen, and Ruby Amethyst took first place, and Green Purple took second place, and after Swiss, there was a red blue deck that was first place in Swiss actually. So there's a lot of meta shit, a lot of hype going around with certain cards and certain decks, like Maui Shark being still the most expensive legendary from the new set. Azurite C, still very popular and going a little bit higher in price every day. $35.87 with $1 shipping. So you're going to pay around $37 after shipping by Blastoise Cards Gaming over here. Then we got Aegis Games around the same price. And it sticks around that price in the first page, but it slowly might be creeping up to that $40 range, in my opinion. Genie, though, is definitely a card we need to talk about. Look at this. This rare I think this is the most expensive card in Azurite Sea, right? The second most expensive card. Sorry. Next to Maui Shark for a non-foil, if I'm not mistaken. It is rare genie, shooting up to $22 and $1.27 shipping by Hannah's Mana Banana. Shout out you guys for having this $22 genie. Look at this. This is what it's selling for though. We have two sales for 20 bucks. Four. Somebody bought four of them from one seller for $22. 17, 21.98, 16. Wow, somebody had six of them listed for 13. That's a steal. That's definitely a steal right now when you can get them for as cheap as $22 and they slowly start creeping up to $25 for your rare genies. Love to see it. Oh my goodness. These cold foils are $40 almost. $35 today by Pokioki LLC, and then $40 is your next listing after that by Slow Your Roll. Oh my goodness, this card, it's definitely a good card in the format. And maybe now I might start buying some more booster boxes to crack open because this is very interesting. Multiple decks playing purple in the meta, purple steel, purple green, and red purple, right? And in the finals we had two decks playing red purple, and you really got to see like how impactful a card like Genie is. Ruby Amethyst did secure first place, and they were playing the Shift Sisu, the Sisu empowered sibling, and most Ruby Sapphire decks are playing Sisu empowered sibling as well. And I do think that's why we're seeing this little spike from December 7th to today, which is December 9th. These were hitting as low as $15, even less than $15 when me and Zach were going over it, the Market Watch on Friday. And now, slowly creeping back up to 20. Lowest verified is 1852 by Amazing TCG. Shout out you guys. If you want cold foils for this card, 2160, not too bad. 2160 right now for win condition games. They used to be 30 bucks, guys. They used to be 30 for this cold foil, or you can get the enchanted for that card as well. Rapunzel, gifted with healing. We saw a lot of Amber Steel in the top cut of the European Continentals. It was a cut to top 16 on day 2, but there was still a top 32 prize out. And, the most dominating decks were red, blue, red, purple, green, purple, and Amber Steel. Obviously, a lot of decks can do well in the formats, but those are like the top contenders. And now Rapunzel is $45 again. $43.22 with $1.22 shipping. Love to see that. Cold foils are still going to be $66.88 for a non-foil, $65.89 for a cold foil by King YGO. Shout out you guys for having that Rapunzel ready to go. Simba, Pride Protector. Not too many decks in the tournaments were playing Simba as far as I've seen, but still selling for around $15. Project CCG has you $15.28 shipping included, and your cold foil Simbas are going to be a decent price. So we have the lowest near mint right here by Duckman TCG, $28.42 with $1 shipping, so around $30 for your foil Simbas, which you're probably going to have to pay. By the way, guys, yes, the news is true. I did get a haircut. Calhoun the Goon is our next card we're going over. $7.99 with $1 shipping by TCG Southside is what you're going to have to pay for your Calhoun the Goons right now. They're $8. Not necessarily $10 yet, but holy moly, look at the way Genie it has been moving. So are you going to be surprised if Calhoun gets there? Cold foils for Calhoun, very limited today on listings. There's only 6 available. The lowest verified for a light plate starts at $17, and then after that, $19 by Lorcana Unboxed, and then $19.97 shipping included by Play to Win Games. A couple listings, so it's about 5 listings that are around $20 is what it's looking like. But after that, SYGO has the most listings for $40 and $5 shipping if you want to get your Calhoun the Goons. Bonsai is a very important card, I think, right now. A lot of people playing green, purple, and Bonsai is just one of those cards, man. Look how much it's just shot up because of the European Continentals results. Lowest verified is now $197 for and $1.27 shipping, so you're gonna have to pay around $3 each now for a Bonsai, unless you can find some sellers that have multiples, and it's not looking like people really have multiples, right? And these were selling for about $1.52 a couple weeks before. Cold foils are also shooting up for the Bonsai. Again, $6.99 is the lowest verified with $1.27 shipping by GST Collectibles. Almost $8 for your cold foil Bonsais. Maui, Hero to All. These are selling really cheap right now, I think. I think these are a very good buy, especially with the way the meta is turning out. I think Maui is such a powerful card still. Kaneki Cards has them for $10, $9 with $1.27 shipping. This card used to be around $15. This card used to be the Genie price, actually. Cold foils are looking a little bit cheaper than before. They were closer to 25 and now they're 21.31 by TCG Hawaii. Love to see that. Strength of a Raging Fire is a card that I'm always surprised to see this expensive. More than $5, $7 shipping included from a non-verified seller. Mr. Man Collects. Shout out you guys if you want to give them some sales. After that, Nut TCG has them for around $7, $5.51 plus $1.69 shipping. So you're gonna have to pay around $6 to $7 for each Strength of a Raging Fire at the moment, and cold foils are gonna be at that that $15 mark. Wow, that's pretty good to see. 15.25 by Doug's TCG for a cold foil Strength of a Raging Fire, which is really good in the meta right now if you're playing a character that can sing. I gotta talk about Cursed Merfolk today because these are now trending upward as well. Definitely love to see it from $1 to $2.50 with shipping after that as well. PS Hobbies has them for $3+ now, $2.50 with $1.27 shipping. So if you want Cursed Merfolks, these are going to be about $3 to $4 almost. Not necessarily they're at that $4 range, but they're basically $3. Even the non-verified sellers are taxing $1.59 plus the extra shipping. So you're probably gonna have to pay $3 for your merfolks now. This has just been going up every day since the release of Azurite Seed. I think that Emerald Amethyst deck is very powerful. It's really strong, and it does everything you want to do in a deck right now. Especially when you start off your like turn one with Bonsai into Merfolk into something like Cloud Kicker. Yeah, this card is very powerful. Cold foil shooting up as well. Lowest verified is now $5.95 by Swamped Collectibles. So $6 is what you're gonna have to pay for a cold foil. They were selling for $3.34 in November, and they're jumping up to $6 now for your cold foil. Merfolks, Diablo Obedient Ravens are selling for $2 each now, almost $3 each actually. Check this out, $1.99 by Snake Wings, but they have two of them for you, so you can get both of them for that price, right? So not too bad right there. Awesome Potato Cards has them also for $2 plus shipping. And then some other sellers have them for $1 with $1.27 shipping. So you're gonna have to pay around $2 each for these Diablo Obedient Ravens right now, and these cold foils are still pretty expensive. $9.25 shipping included by Dr. Nog's shop for a cold foil Diablo, which is just one of my favorite one drops to play in any purple deck right now. Flynn Rider is seeing some spike in sales after, this victory that was in first place by a Ruby Amethyst deck. A lot of sales for Flynn Rider cold foils happening today. $7, $9.25, $8, $8 for Flynn Rider cold foils today. And look at this little chart. Boom, just shooting up from one day to the next because of the Continentals results. $3.82 with the $1.27 shipping is where you're going to have to pay. By the lowest verified by Zodiac Dryden. That's about $5 with the shipping included. But some non-verified sellers have them here for just a little bit cheaper. Maybe you want to pay around $4 with that shipping by StarCraft Collect. $2.72 with $1.27 shipping for your non-foil Flynns. Cold foil Flynns are going to be a little bit more expensive. We were seeing those sales a little while ago, but now all those sales that are less than $10 are gone. Finito. You can't find cold foil Flynns for less than $10 anymore as of today, because now the lowest verified sellers have them for $7 with $5 shipping. So around $12 is what it's looking like. At the lowest verified is going to be $8.68 with $4.29 shipping. That's around $12 to $13 again. So yeah, $12 is what you're paying now for a cold foil Flynn Frenemy, which is really cool. I love to see it, man. It's a very good card, and I wasn't surprised at all that Ruby Amethyst took first place at the tournament. I've been saying it. I've always said it. I think Ruby Amethyst is the best deck. I think it's the best color combination. So many people are always say like the deck is too fair. How are you going to play Ruby Amethyst for this tournament? That deck can't do good in a 2-game format. I disagree. I think Ruby Amethyst is broken. I think it's the best deck in all of Lorcana. It does everything you want it to do. It draws cards. It has removal. You gain passive lore. It's so good, man. We got to see Baloo in some feature matches, which was really cool. I think Baloo's a very good card in Amber Steel, my goons. I am afraid of Baloo. This card is crazy. It's a goat for yellow decks. Today the rares are, they've been coming down in price. They used to sell for around $2 to $3, and now lowest verified is 95 cents with the $1.27 shipping, so just a little bit more than $1. Cold foils are going to be close to $3 to $4, which I think is still really cheap for an amazing card. Scar Shock's games $3.17 with the $1.27 shipping for your cold foil Baloos if you're playing Amber Steel, right? Sisu, the Emboldened Warrior, picking up in sales as well, because like I was talking about, the Ruby Amethyst deck that got first place was playing Flynn Sisu line, and you could shift that Sisu, but the red blue list that got first in Swiss, that guy was playing Flynn and Sisu as well. So that's another reason why both Flynn and Sisu are picking up in sales right now. Two decks that made it into the top 16 of the European Continentals were playing the Flynn Sisu line. And then I think that guy was also playing McDuck Manor, if I'm not mistaken. So he would go turn 1 Popsicle, turn 2 Flynn, turn 3 Sisu, turn 4 McDuck Manor, which is kind of wild, right? So the Sisus are now almost $4 again. $2.31 with $1.27 shipping is Mitmart. Their lowest verified. Then the next verified is Finch and Sparrow. Shout out you guys from Southern California. $2.79 with the $1.27 shipping for your Sisu Emboldened Warriors. And if you want cold foils of those, you're going to have to pay at least $10. $10 with the dollar shipping by Legends Card Shop LLC, non-verified seller. Lowest verified seller has it for $13 though. 10.20 with $3 shipping by Dragon Hordes NC. So if you want to pick up your Sisus, there's a couple that are still $10. So we looked at this last Friday actually, and they were at $10 on the dot, but it's looking like they're starting to move up a little bit. We need to talk about Belle, the Accomplished Mystic, because Domingo was playing this in his Ruby Amethyst deck. He was playing 2 copies of this card. This card is very good. I've been having a lot of people actually ask me for this card because I've been seeing it played in green, purple, and in blurple as well. It's a very good card with the genie interactions. So oftentimes it's hard to eliminate the genie on the opposing side of the board unless you have a card like Brawl. But what ends up happening is sometimes you can use genie to bump into the opponent's Elsa or one of their evasive characters like Go Go Tamago, or maybe something like another genie, right? And then on curve you can play this on turn 5, move the damage from your genie onto the other character, and there's a world where it banishes that character as well. Her abilities are really cool because you're moving damage counters, you're not dealing damage, so this helps you play around resist as well, which is a very clean way to eliminate a Calhoun, the Goon, from the opposing side of the board. But Belle Accomplished Mystic, look at this price chart, seeing a spike in prices and sales. Pack flipping is the lowest verified, 119 with the $1.27 shipping, so around $2 to $3. Because after that they start to hit 150, 186 with extra shipping. So I would sell these at $3 for sure. I made a mistake and sold these for like 50 cents. And look at these cold. Oh my goodness, look at these cold foils. You're watching this. You're watching my live reaction, my goons. Oh my. From $4 or $5 to $20+ this Belle cold foil is selling. Lowest verified is Smoke Squad Collective, $23.69 for a cold foil Belle Accomplished Mystic. And look at these sales: $9.45, $15.50, $16.80, $18.50, $18.64. So maybe not $20 yet, but more than $15 is what you're gonna have to pay for a Belle Accomplished Mystic. Wow, really cool to see. Yeah, the meta trends, really cool to see. I'm shook. I'm shooketh. I know on Mondays I usually try and do a faster market watch, but there's just so many cards I want to talk about because the European Continentals was so crazy. Like it's so big. It's some of the best players in the world, and we got to see like the power of a lot of these cards in the meta and like why it's driving these prices. Like this Elsa Fit Spirit. I feel like I saw Elsa in like every feature match. Obviously, it's not true, but like everybody's playing this Elsa, and it's really good for that reason, man. The cold foil comes out in the starter deck, but that's not too bad, not too shabby of a starter deck cold foil. When the lowest verified is $4 with $5 shipping. After that, that's my player draw, by the way. Shout out you guys. After that, Leaders Disciples has them for $9.45 with shipping included. So around $9 to $10 for this cold foil from the starter deck, which helps you eliminate genies too. My favorite play is to go turn 4 genie, and then on their turn 4 they play a genie, and then on my turn 5 I can play Elsa, exert your genie, and then both my Elsa and my genie can destroy your genie, and then that's pretty awesome. And then next turn I can use Belle Accomplished Mystic to move the damage away from my genie. Ooh, plays the spice. I'm telling you. Speaking of first chapter, speaking of starter deck foils, Go Go Tamago, still a decent cold foil that you can pull from the starter deck if you decide to get any starter decks. Lowest verified is by JZS MTG, $8.28 shipping included, and they have 8 of them for you. So it's an $8 cold foil, not too bad. But now that we've gone over the meta cards, let's talk about some quick promos before we call it a day. This Aladdin Intrepid Commander promo, I believe, was given to people at the PAX event. So if you went to that PAX event, you were able to get that Illuminator's Quest like I was talking about, but you were also able to get this promo Aladdin, and they're selling for a lot actually. Recent sales are $39, $44, $45, and lowest verified listings are as follows: $34.93 by 4 Horsemen. They have 5 of them, and then Plagues Plagues Play Palace or Pay Place. Plagues Pay Place. Wow, that is hard to read on a Monday afternoon. Sorry. They have 20 of them for you though. 34.93, and they have 20 of them for you. So I don't think that you're gonna see them sell for anything any more than that anytime soon, because there's somebody who has 20 right there. So around $35 to maybe $30 by the end of the day is what we have this Aladdin Intrepid Commander promo for. It was only available so far at one event as far as I'm concerned, but hey guys, there's a world where if you're in North America, this becomes available to you if you sign up for or you go to the Continentals or something, or this is probably going to be the promo they use in the future when they announce a more North American DLCs, the same way we got the Jetson promo, the Kristoff promo, etc., etc. So So I'm willing to be patient with the Aladdin promo the same way I was patient with this Moana promo, because we did get news that you can get these now in North America by going to a Cinemark. Yeah, Cinemark, if I'm not mistaken, and watching the movie. And they were selling for a lot. They were selling for like $20, and now they're selling for $5, which is really cool to see. As of this weekend, yeah, it used to be $20 on the 6th. Look at that, some sales for $20, $10, and as of after the weekend, lowest non-verified is $5 with $2 shipping by Copies R Us. They have 295 of them for you. Wow. So because of that, I don't really see a reason to buy an $11 one, maybe, by Mudang. Shout out Mudang. They have one for lowest verified, $11. But if you want to go to a non-verified seller and save like $4 or $3 right here, that's a steal. Less than $10 is what you can get your Moana promo for right now on TCG Player from a non-verified seller. I need to talk about this first chapter bundle, by the way, because I've been seeing a lot of people list this for way cheaper than this on TCG Player right now. They're still listed at like $75, more than $70. But online, I'm seeing people try and get rid of them already for cheaper, and or even closer to MSRP retail. So I just want to give you guys some tips on that. Maybe don't buy this sealed product from TCG Player. Look on OfferUp or something for somebody who bought way too many of them and they don't know how to get rid of them, right? I also want to mention that the gift set for the Azurite Sea that comes with the Stitch Binder and everything right now is selling for around $50 on TCG Player. However, today, I don't know how long this lasts, but Amazon has a sale on this right now, and it's by Ravensburger actually, from what it looks like. Yeah, visit the Ravensburg store, so it's by them actually, and you can get it for $35.42. So not too bad right there. You can get a gift set from the Azurite Sea set way cheaper than you would on TCG Player, or probably from most retailers. So less than MSRP on Amazon right now. So that's a pro tip for any of the Lorcana goons that decided to stay and watch this whole video. And if you did that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are a Lorcana goon, because it does support the channel. If you guys want to buy sleeves and help support the channel, go on pristineprotectiontcg.com. They have sleeves, and you can use Goons10 as a code to get 10% off your order. Those are the sleeves that I use. And if you guys didn't know, we sell these Goons shirts that look like the discard card, and they say Goons vertically going up. And if you buy one throughout the month of December, I will give you one free pack of Azurite Sea. Throw it in the order as well, just because I want to give back to you guys who are supporting the channel as well. So we all have Patreon, we got YouTube members, etc. I'm gonna start doing the Patreon raffles this month, by the way, for anyone who's a member of Patreon. One person is gonna get a free gift starting this holiday season. So can't wait to see what these prices look like on Friday. Until then, be sure to stay tuned to Lorcana Goons, and we'll see you goons next time.